There are essentially 3 reasons why Drake has yet to respond to Kendrick's very direct diss to him the other day. For those of you living under a rock, Future and Metro Boomin released their collab album We Don't Trust You, which had the chart-topping song Like That with a feature from Kendrick Lamar. On this track, Kendrick goes in on Drake and J. Cole, but mostly Drake, with lines like
say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean,
and
I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack.
And
for all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
So yeah, Kendrick went for Drake's neck in this one. But Drake is no stranger to rap beef, and compared to other modern rappers, I'm pretty sure he's been in the most. There was the beef with Tyga, Common, Joe Budden, Meek Mill, Pusha T, and Kanye, just to name a few. I'm not saying he won all of these, but the man has been to battle more than once. But this diss from Kendrick is a unique situation that Drake has never encountered. Kendrick is arguably on the same level of popularity as Drake, maybe a peg or 2 down, but he's definitely a better lyricist and is not scared to go toe-to-toe with Drake. None of the rappers Drake beefed with in the past fit this criteria. Common, great lyricist, not popular. Kanye, popular, but not great lyricist, at least presently. Pusha T, again, great lyricist, but not nearly as popular as Drake. The stakes for Drake versus Kendrick are much, much, much higher. The highest they've ever been since Jay-Z versus Nas. When Kendrick's verse did drop, everyone, including myself, was on the edge of their seat waiting for Drake's first move. And we got it. An inspirational speech during his tour. Okay, so we haven't gotten what we wanted, but there's a good reason for that. Firstly, Drake's ghostwriters are on vacation. I'm just kidding. Firstly, Drake is coming off a more than 20-leg tour that started at the beginning of the year. The timing of Kendrick's diss for sure caught Drake off guard. To engage in such a high-stakes rap battle like this one, you do not want to be exposed in a public setting. Imagine if Drake did respond and then Kendrick responded and absolutely destroyed him. How the hell is he supposed to go out to a stadium and perform in front of thousands of people the next day? Secondly, this whole thing is a huge uphill battle for Drake. Let's put aside the fact that on wax, Kendrick is the better MC. Skill is only part of a rap battle. I think an even bigger part are the optics surrounding the situation.
In terms of the optics, if what happened earlier today between you two gets out,
I need the Max win.
It's all about momentum. Like when Meek Mill first engaged with Drake in their beef, Drake released Charged Up, which was a fine response. He then waited for Meek's response, didn't get one, and then released Back to Back, which pointed out the cowardliness in Meek Mill to not respond, and became a summer banger, which everyone was bumping, including Philadelphia, the hometown of Meek Mill. It wasn't like Drake out-rapped Meek, it was just that he won the popularity contest and then won the fans' vote. Now with Kendrick and Drake, it is no secret that a large majority want to see Kendrick absolutely cook Drake. The past few years, the narratives surrounding Drake are, he's a pop star, his latest albums are trash, he's a culture vulture, the list goes on. For Kendrick, on the other hand, he's seen as this poet, true artist who's single-handedly saving rap. So clearly one of these guys is more popular than the other. For Drake to win fans back in this battle, he'd have to drop a nearly perfect diss track, and even then, I don't know if that'd be enough. That brings us to our last reason. Drake doesn't have to. Drake is massive. Hate him or not, he's probably the biggest rap star we've ever had. Sheer numbers. Drake smartened up since his beef with Pusha T. Remember that? Drake dropped a freestyle on YouTube in response, and then was exposed doing blackface, was forced to raise a child, and lost millions on his Adidas line that never released. So yeah, that didn't go too well for Drake. Pusha didn't have much to lose in this battle. Had Drake exposed Pusha T, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal and would have been yesterday's news soon enough. But if Pusha exposed Drake, well yeah, that happened and people still talk about it. Drake responding to Pusha only helped Pusha T become more popular and sell more records. Same thing here goes for Kendrick. Drake responding to this will only make Kendrick more popular. And Drake, well, he'll remain as popular if he does respond or doesn't respond. It's clear Drake has learned from his past run-in with Pusha T. I mean, listen to this clip from the concert the day after Kendrick's diss.
Cause you know how I'm feeling?
Let's just fast forward here, we're almost there, and okay.
Sometimes you gotta acknowledge the mistakes that you made in the past, right?
No doubt those mistakes in the past is a reference to Pusha T. But call me crazy, I do think Drake will respond. Him learning from his past, to me, means that he's not gonna respond right away. I mean, there's a rumor floating around that Kendrick already has a diss track locked and loaded, ready to release at Drake.
And there's a bird on the street that Kendrick already has a full-on diss track ready to drop for Drake.
So Kendrick has a full clip, and Drake has barely any ammo in this war. No point engaging now, even with the bait that Kendrick did throw to him, similar to how Pusha T baited Drake on his track Infrared, which Drake took and ended up getting pummeled. And although he doesn't have the popularity to gain from this battle, Drake could gain a ton of respect in the hip-hop community. As much as everyone probably disagrees with me, Drake is a hip-hop artist, and he does care about his place in the culture. Because of that, Drake will do something. And I can't see this escalating to the Pusha T level, because Kendrick's kind of above all that. I really think Kendrick just wants to spar with the top rap star and show that he's truly the GOAT. So this is how I believe it'll all play out. Right now, Kendrick has all the momentum, and the smart thing for Drake to do is just to wait it out and let it die. And while waiting, Drake is gonna be loading up, getting dirt on Kendrick, writing bars, and making songs so that he's ready to go. And once Kendrick's hype does eventually die out, then Drake will attack. And the way I see him attacking is releasing a radio hit where the chorus or something is a subtle jab at Kendrick. Radio play is the thing Drake has over anyone else. This will get him a bit of buzz and win some momentum back. And depending on if Kendrick responds or not, then it'll be on. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments.